You know full well.
What is going on, guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today I am doing a continuation of the live stream that I began yesterday, in which I basically had a game going as the United States. We won the midterms by a very, very healthy margin, about 60% of both houses. So basically, we're just going to continue what our thing is. Our surplus is going down, our expenditures seem to be going up. So what we can do is we can probably try to see if we can promote growth. Our growth rate is going up to 2%, which is healthy. But what we really want to shoot for is 3%. Value added tax is 1.5 trillion, while income tax is 1.3 trillion. So let's go for 0.6% tax on petroleum products. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's really going to be the only tax raise that I'm not going to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and meet with McAllister. Try to see if we can get him to encourage our fellow Republicans to pass that. Our approval rating is actually at an all-time low. 180 million to 178 million. 169. Let's see how many voters you have. 4.1 million from the last election. You got one seat. 0.2% of the last election results. President Trump is actually in Dallas, Texas today in order to talk to the NRA. It is very interesting. He's actually speaking there now. Very, very interesting. There's a bug on my screen. Alright, so I'm gonna build a highway. Let's build a highway from... There's Wichita. Build it from Bismarck to Helena. Nah. Devil's Tower, well. Chimney Rock. There's no highway leading into Los Angeles. I could probably connect Los Angeles to San Jose. Let's try that. Los Angeles to San Jose. It's a $6 billion project, 24 months. Let's see if we can get that for a $15 billion project. It's going to be done in... Well, let's go for full funding then. 8 months, $4.6 billion. Jesus Christ. Regions and cities served by these new highways are good choices and serve for their...
No thanks.
development. I'm sorry, but we still agree on some points. Of course. Even though loyalty is 100, I thought you were supposed to be doing that. You're a deadpan as always. Ah. Oh, here's Vandenberg. Weather, 53 degrees. We can go for a couple small highway projects. Cities that are not already connected to each other. Azerbaijan's possibility of cyber attack. Libya, Guatemala, no. Let's go for Minneapolis. Just nationalization, cool. We can connect Minneapolis to Sioux Falls, or we can connect. This is not going to be like far away highway projects. I don't want to go for that. We can connect Pierre. Let's go for main highway. What if I wanted to connect it right here? No. Okay, so transportation and main highway. So let's go. Okay, so we got Des Moines. Des Moines is already connected. Springfield. We can connect Springfield to Des Moines. The bill has... Sorry about that. Someone called me, but I rejected a call because I have no idea who they are. Okay, we're going to pause that so we can catch that terrorist attack. That was Jihadist Caliphate. Okay, Greensboro to Richmond. It's going to be a 3.8. Let's actually go ahead and shoot for $1.1 billion project. Greensboro Richmond Highway project. This will be a waste of public money. Alright, well, it's still a highway. Can't cancel it anyway. So, Jihadist Caliphate, let's go ahead and check on them. Made inquiries to get a van. He's going to be our main suspect. Reinforce his front door. Bought a mini camera. Had a relationship with the greeter. Joined a forum on a bomb-making website. Put these two guys under investigation. And you are going to be arrested. Let's go ahead and also check on Total Jihad. Got a lot of people that we need to surveil. We're not going to be able to surveil all of them. Took a bicycle ride near a school while saw a violent film at a cinema. And let's go ahead and see if that was the right guy. Neutralization of Christopher Otpenfield. Jihadist Caliphate's head. Cool. He is now under arrest, and we now dismantled what we know of the Jihadist Caliphate in the United States. Okay, so what I really want to do, I want to make a... Do you have any tip on winning elections? Seems like no matter what I do, I lose them, even with 100% popularity. Well, unfortunately, with Power and Revolution, you do not... You need more than 100% popularity to win elections. You actually need the support of public unions. You need the support of the people. You need the support of your party. You need the support of bomb defused in Buffalo train station. You need the support of everyone, and so yeah. As for midterms, yes, I've already gone through midterms. I had a very successful midterm. Gained a lot of seats, 265 seats in the House of Representatives, and we now have 59 seats in the Senate. So very, very successful. Diminished the popularity of the Democrats. Can I invade Syria for no reason right now? No. I can investigate them, though. Let's see what's going on. Looks like Syria is still at war. Manage networks. Let's go to Syria. Approach terrorist groups. Let's go ahead and do political spying. And then after we get a mole in there, I'm going to do cyber attack preparation. Let's see what's going on here. I can launch military attacks against Syria. I don't mind that. I am also going to make sure that I have arms embargoes against Syria. I do not, so I'm actually going to apply an arms embargo against the Syrian Arab Republic. People like that, they liked my foreign policy. I'm gonna find other targets for weapons embargoes. I can put weapons embargoes on Turkmenistan, Armenia. Azerbaijan, again, is a very successful, speaking of them, I need to concentrate on Macedonia. Macedonia is now going through another election. We're going to go ahead and provide some support. And we are going to check on which party we are going to diminish. Liberal Democratic Party is the president's party. He is a part of the socialist wing. So he is a part of that, the Social Democratic Union. We are going to hurt them in this election. So let's go to Secret Service and let's go to cybersecurity. Let's go to launch a foreign attack. Yep, it's going to allow me to do that. I'm also going to launch a cyber attack against Finland. All right, we're going to hit the party that's in power. And we're going to confirm that. And we're going to check on here. He is a center right. So we would be hitting Conservative Liberal Party, Conservative Rightist, Ultra National League. We goals for this. I have several goals. We're reducing the budget deficit, which we already are successful at. We are going to win the elections in 2020, and we are reducing the debt. And we're also going to get on Mars before 2024. So, several goals that I have for this gameplay. It's going to take several parts. As you can see, this is gameplay part 2. We're also going to keep a firm hand on our economy. We are predicted to lose the top economy status by 2025, which in my previous gameplay I have seen happen before. China, especially around 2020 to 2025, their economy really accelerates around that time. So we can launch cyber attacks against them. It's not something that's going to stop them.
Duly noted. Copy.
So it's unfortunate because of that, but we're just really going to start competing against China. I can make an organization, try to see if I can make an organization with some fellow Asian countries. Trade balance. Trade balance is starting to go up. It rebounded from nearly whenever it hit 6 trillion. And so it's starting to rebound back up after I started taking some evasive action. I put tariffs on aluminum and steel, and the aluminum and steel sectors are actually starting to recover. As you can see, in 2017, it was 1.16 trillion. Now it is 1.11 trillion. So I'm going to go ahead and increase that to $500 million in subsidies. And what about water supply networks? That is starting to recover. Aluminum. So, yeah. Cambodia actually is a primary target that we actually might have in Southeast Asia because I have actually seen their country actually turn to its conservative rightist regime. And that was a very interesting moment in my gameplay as the United States one time before 2017, before 2018 came out, is that I saw Cambodia, the government of Cambodia, turn from communist to conservative rightist. And it was very interesting to see something like that. And they actually became light green in relations with me. And they were actually, I actually helped them out, and I actually gave them support, supported their government. Um, so Cambodia is actually a good target for the United States. However, I never got bases installed in their country. I'm going to go ahead and put that to 1.4 million active duty soldiers. That's going to call for police intervention. So let's go to space research. Let's check on our space programs. Space program Father Sky is still being awarded. We can partner with the Russians on this. The Russians would this would be like a partner thing that we could do with the Russians to really revigorate our relations with each other. Or we can partner with the ESA on this. The ESA is providing more money. The Chinese are providing the least amount of money. However, the Russians are actually providing 5% of that funding. I can go ahead and accept the Russians as a partner, and then we can just pick up another partner. This can be like a three-way mission. Wait.
After numerous attempts at phishing,
Alright, we succeeded in a cyber attack against the Social Democratic Union.
their confidential documents will be made public online with false information. Will also drain their bank accounts. This will hurt their party right in the middle of the electoral campaign.
Alright, so I think our next target is actually going to be South Africa. So let's go to South Africa, launch a cyber attack, and let's hit the party in power. And then let's go over to Finland. Finland has a... I don't think we're going to mess with Finland then. However, South Africa has been really treating us like crap, and they are a geopolitical enemy toward us, so that's something that we can do. Father Sky program, new partner. The Chinese have started a competing program after they were not able to participate with me. They got rid of us. The Nigerians want to partner with us. So how about we call up the Canadians and see if they want to partner with us on this program. We can also probably sign a trade contract or two whenever they come over. Uranus, no, I'm not going to target them because literally without drones in that area, I'm not going to be able to make a sufficient fight against the Mujahideen. So it's going to be very difficult, especially with ground troops. Alright, so let's go to the next date. Do you have a political ideology? If you do, try to pursue that ideology in your games. I usually do go after my own political ideology in my games.
Yes.
Alright, we got the Canadians and our Father Sky program. I usually do go after my own political ideology. I have a mixed political ideology because I really do not really do it just because I'm a Republican in this game. I go off of two things. I go off of the realism of whether the person would actually do this, or whether like I would feel like it's right to do something like that. Alright, we succeeded in hacking their servers. Costa Rica just suffered an earthquake. 1,300 dead, 2,600 injured, 4,000 total casualties. Let's go ahead and send them about $5 million. Alright, so we are going to be paying attention to the elections in Macedonia and South Africa, 18 days. No, I mean, it's completely fine. I mean, if you want to, I mean, the more active the chat is, the better it is, honestly. So, got any questions you want to ask me, dude? Like, go right ahead, dude. Am I pro or against gay rights? I am for gay rights. I think it's hypocritical for you to say that, and as in you, I'm saying like people who are against it. I think it's hypocritical for you to say that you don't want the government and everything, except you want the government to mandate who gets married. However, I'm not sitting here saying that like this is gonna lead to animals like the legalization of like bestiality or something like that. But sometimes whenever morals really start to diminish, and whenever conservative values, and by conservative I'm not talking about Republican, whenever conservative values like the status quo of how everything was like compared to from the 50s to now, whenever that really starts to diminish, you really start to see a change in society that doesn't look good whenever you grow up to start running that society. So it's a hit and miss. But I am gay rights. I am for gay rights. Because simply like I don't think the government should be mandating who gets married and who doesn't. I'm gonna add 3 hospitals to Nebraska. Oh man. Where the hell are you going? Oh, this going all the way to Tokyo. Huh. I guess it doesn't give a look at all the air traffic over the United States. It's really cool to see that. It's so interactive. It really sucks how it's not telling me where these guys are coming from anymore. This guy's going to Germany, this guy's going to the Netherlands, and this guy's going to London. Most likely, yeah, he's going to Gatwick. There's London Heathrow. And that's Stansted. Where are you going? This guy is going to Frankfurt am Main, one of the biggest airports in Germany. The organization has nodded off. Oh, please kill me. Oh! Alright, we're gonna go ahead and dismantle 75 nuclear warheads. Nuclear disarmament, people like that. Because we do not need nuclear weapons. Alright, so we are looking at our tertiary sector. Trade balance 2017, $4.7 trillion, and is now almost exactly $4.8 trillion. This is not good. I'm going to take a look in order to see what is going on and to see what areas we need to start giving more money and start paying attention to. Alright, so let's go over here and let's go to road transportation first off. Trade balance 0, however, we do have railway transportation. $55 billion is actually in there, and that is a, we're a minority shareholder in that area. However, the postal office is actually starting to get a little worse, so we're going to go ahead and privatize that by a little bit. That's going to give us $276 billion right off the bat. Let's go ahead and privatize that. Something that may help your economy is eliminate foreign aid to your rivals into countries who are too small to pose a threat. True. However, we are giving aid to some countries that because we're giving away $21 billion in aid. Most of the aid we're actually giving to okay, we're gonna go ahead and cut aid to Bangladesh. Bangladesh is obviously gonna throw a fit about that. Suppression of economic aid. We are going to cut aid to Pakistan, Ethiopia, Panama. Egypt, I'm going to go ahead and cut aid because we have never really we have never really agreed with each other. And alright, and to Armenia, I'm going to cut aid because we have really bad relations with them. Botswana, I'm going to cut aid. Not going to cut aid. Speaking of weird countries, Swaziland is actually changed the name of their country. I don't know if Power and Revolution is going to go by this, but they actually changed the name of their country. I'm actually gonna look it up real quick. Swaziland is actually called now Eswatini. That is the name that they are going by. And very interesting fact. I do not know how much aid I'm actually giving to Eswatini, but I'm going to cut it. Cut the smallest country that I ever give aid to. We are now cut our aid by $2 billion. Here's the biggest, I guess. Yeah, they actually show the biggest economic aid that we give. So it's Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and Ethiopia, respectively. We can go ahead and cut aid. I'm going to cut aid to Afghanistan by half. Ethiopia, I'm gonna increase that by about $200 million. I'm gonna give them exactly I'm gonna give them $1.2 billion, since they are actually developing African nation. Panama, Tanzania, Kenya, India, Iraq. I'm gonna increase that to $500 million. And South Africa, I'm gonna cut you entirely. And Liberia, Ukraine. I'm gonna increase aid to Ukraine by $300 million. And let's go ahead and see what countries throw a fit about it. Alright, large decrease in economic aid to Afghanistan. Suppression of economic aid. Suppression. And I can't believe South Africa is actually throwing a fit about it. No, we can't. And please, for the love of God, don't tell me I'm giving Iran anything. No, I'm not. Can I give... Yeah, I can give China aid. How much... What's the max that I can give them? $4.9 trillion. So, how much am I giving aid now? I cut it by about $4 billion. So that would be good. Lots of disasters going on over here. Atomic radiation. I am not giving North Korea any aid. I know that for sure. Farming. I know what I am going to block North Korea from having now. I'm going to block them from having water supply networks. I'm going to block them from having steel. And I am going to block them from having aluminum. Probably going to put a couple sanctions on Syria as well. I'm also going to block them from buying my aeronautical construction, and I'm going to block them from having my biotechnology. I think it's going to be a little while before I sign another deportation order. We have been deporting about a couple 100,000 people at a time. Look at that. India has 3 million illegal immigrants. Construction of the wall at the Mexican border. Restrictive and monitored. And let's go to Father Sky. Canada. Let's go ahead and accept them as a partner. And let's go ahead and put that to 88%. All right, fully funded Father Sky program. And I am going to increase this from 2.1 to 2.5 billion. I'm going to increase that to 90% financed by me. And we're going to go ahead and improve that program. We're going to be partnered with the Russians and the Canadians. Are you a wizard? Reduction of risk. Failure at 5% now. Beginning of the Father Sky program.
The theory that says
What is going on, Sean? Here's the Titan. That is a landing. Space program with landing. I can go ahead and start a competing space program. I'm going to return samples to Earth. Let's call this let's call this Gabriel Vogel. Call it Gabe Van Titan. Let's give it a $2.2 billion budget. Are we outspending the Russians? Yes, we are. We're going to launch by 2023. Gabe Vocal plan for space domination. Next launch window. All right, let's go for a 2024 launch. 5/18. Confirm. Well, technically, I'll show you in a second, Gabe. I'm going to go ahead and approve that plan. So if you come over here to Venus, I've actually started the Stetson Vogel. I spelled it wrong. Staten Vogel space program. This is literally just every single time I'm gonna make a plan to Venus, I'm always gonna call it the Stanton Vogel. I'm gonna make another mission. Called the Statson Vogel 2. And full funding would be that much. Alright, let's put that at a good $4 billion. Space Emperor Charles IV. Oh my god. Another possible economic benefit is to repatriate your troops from NATO unless you plan on going to war with Russia. No, I do not. I'm gonna hold off on another Venus mission. American Steel. But I usually just keep my troops in Europe, as just a real strategic, effort made by me. It's just good to have your troops around here because, I mean, if a war kicks off, it's not even against Russia, it's just against, like Morocco or something like that. And then plus, removing your troops from Europe, it actually doesn't do as much of a benefit toward your economy and military spending than it did in Power and Revolution. Because it says right here that it's costing $182 billion to manage the annuities of the cost of overseas troops. However, I actually removed a lot of troops from Europe and stuff like that, and it still costed a lot of money. I mean, I can remove a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and repatriate 12,000 from Kuwait. Let's go ahead and repatriate. No, I'm not going to repatriate from Kyrgyzstan. With the North Korea thing happening, I'm going to go ahead and repatriate 5,000 from South Korea. Turkey, I can go ahead and repatriate 2,500. United Kingdom, I can probably repatriate everyone. Honestly, I don't need troops in the United Kingdom. Well, actually, they're not even on mainland England. Japan, I can repatriate a good amount of people from there. But this does actually make your generals hate me. So I think that's a good amount of repatriation that I can do. China has started a competing program. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Oh, they're going to be there by 2043. That's amazing. All right. So UK and France are well defended. Repatriating them is fine by me. Do UK and France have aircraft carriers in this game? Yes, they do. The countries with the aircraft carriers are the United Kingdom, France, the United States, the Russia, China, and that's it. We now ended this quarter off with a $164 billion cash surplus. We can meet with the Pakistani president. Yeah, the British have an aircraft carrier. I've actually seen it. I've messed with it before. Complicated calculation.
The bill has been...
Yeah, see, British actually have an aircraft carrier. Trade balance just exploded. That's 16 trillion now. Alright, let's have our summit with the Pakistani head of state. Alright, sales, they want to sell us oranges. No. Hey, look, the Dow Jones is having a hard time going up to 30,000 as it is in real life. Yeah.
The theory.
Brazil is pretty crappy, honestly. Importations are actually going down. We had $19.4 trillion in imports. Now we have 19 trillion. Total foreign purchases in dollars, annual volume. Exportations are rebounding. GDP as world share is honestly going down. We're not doing too good on that. GDP is going up sharply. However, compared to China, they are now still the second world's largest economy. Growth, however, is at a good, healthy 4%. 3% actually. So we are doing good. And yeah, Britain, honestly, we can repatriate our soldiers. I don't think they were in mainland England, but they were somewhere around here. There's Diego Garcia. Diego Garcia, I'm going to leave open. However, there was a gigantic... It's like some British military base that we have. I don't know where it is. Oh, here's our... stands at 4% as a reminder. Unemployment went to 4%. Speaking of that, the United States actually did launch actually, the U.S. unemployment actually did hit 4%. I mean, 3%. I am actually saving it because I'm actually going to launch an attack against Syria since James is asking for it. Yeah, James, I'll do it if you become a patron. Let's disable their highways and let's launch an attack against... Okay, come on, dude. Allocate Fort Stewart. Really? You're seriously taking roads? Holy crap. Oh no. Okay, we're recalling our ships. We are having a deployment of our armed forces. We need to recall every single troop that we just withdrew from South Korea. Okay, you guys are returning to base. No, you are staying. How many are you? 1,676. Okay, so you guys are staying in the bases. You guys are not withdrawing. There has just been a declaration of war from North Korea on South Korea. This is possibly in response to U.S. sanctions that I put on them, and to the destruction of their satellite launching station. We are going to see if this can actually be solved diplomatically. If it is not resolved by the next Friday of April, we are going to join the side of the South Koreans, and we're going to launch coordinated military strikes against the North Koreans. We are going to deploy the Navy that is stationed in Japan. So we are going to come over here, and we are going to deploy U.S. warships that are stationed in Japan. We're going to deploy aircraft carrier. We're going to deploy all of our cruisers. We are going to deploy nuclear submarine. And we are going to deploy... Oops. Our commandos. We're going to move our commandos to Camp Coiner. We have 16,000 troops that are based in South Korea. We are going to move 12,000 from Okinawa, and we are going to move 8,000 from mainland Japan. We're also going to move in tanks. We're actually going to move in 100 missile launchers. Alright, we are now mobilizing the United States military. We are going to actually move these guys to Camp Humphreys in South Korea.
Fellow esteemed citizens, our current situation is critical. Faced with repeated provocations from this rogue state that is threatening both our country and the international community, I have made a conscious decision to declare war.
Conscious.
We regret that diplomacy has failed. It is now up to our guns to speak for us, so that we can defend our homeland.
All right. All right, there is a battle going on. The Battle of Ansan has started. We are now in a de facto state of war with the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. We are now going to defend the territory of South Korea from the North Koreans. We are now at war with the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea. We're going to break all diplomatic relations, which we already have. We are now moving No, I'm gonna organize that by myself. We are going to launch airstrikes against all of their
Fellow esteemed citizens,
Oh boy. This is something like exactly opposite of what would happen right now. Now, we really need to watch out because war in North Korea has gone to war with South Korea. South Korea has gone to war against North Korea. Our conscious okay, so we are now suffering American casualties in this conflict. 224 American troops have died. We are going to withdraw 39,000 troops. We're not going to put them into... That is loud. We're not going to do anything against them. We are going to ask that the United Nations act against North Korea.
given the systematic violations of which this rogue state is guilty, and which are unacceptable from the perspective of international law, I ask the Security Council to assume its responsibilities and authorize us to intervene militarily. We must hurry if chaos is to be avoided.
Chaos is already reigning. Our Navy really needs to move in as fast as it can. Okay, so you need to get all the way to the camp. Oh my god. Our camp is under attack. Our Air Force base has been completely destroyed. What's the casualties? $39,000 are dead. We're gonna have to move our entire Japanese contingency into Korea. So they must have been killed when I was trying to defend. Alright, I'm gonna let them... Oh no, there's a missile attack. Oh, boom. Alright, American tanks... Or American forces have, been destroyed. 39,000, except we have killed 100,000. So that, as long as it's minimized. Alright, our navies are now off of the coast of Korea. So we can now start... Party has lost the election, so our cyber attack... Speaking of cyber attacks, I have an idea. We're going to launch a military cyber attack against North Korea. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, we can. Let's go ahead and launch a military cyber attack against North Korea. Ooh, no, 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 no. We are now under attack in the Sea of Japan. We need to launch attacks against their navy. I'm going to take out their air bases. Airplanes are now off of the deck. Oh no! Damn, we're getting slaughtered. Okay, so we need to hit their air bases. Because everywhere where they're being able to... let's go ahead and get you... Okay, so we don't have a navy base. Let's get you out. So we don't lose an aircraft carrier. Ooh, we got 3 missiles heading in. Oh no. Ah, boy.
We lost an aircraft carrier. Some of the crew were able to escape in lifeboats.
I am going to call on our allies to join our fight. Military operations. Ask for help in fighting a nation. Yeah, losing an aircraft carrier really sucks. Yeah, but there's no real way to have a... Alright, so here's a cool way that I'm doing it now. I'm actually launching long-range missile attacks from my submarine. I should have did that with my original carrier group. I'm gonna move a submarine into the region. Meanwhile, I am going to move aircraft carrier, cruisers, a nuclear submarine. I'm going to move you guys all the way to Asia. I'm going to move you all the way to this part of South Korea. I highly doubt that the North Koreans are going to be able to push that far. Yeah, I should have waited. North Koreans are being successful in taking Ansan. They're about to take Ejongbu. We need that cyber attack to happen. Alright, we succeeded in taking out one. We're going to concentrate on taking out their ships. They just captured the port. We need that cyber attack to happen. Alright, military cyber attack against the North Koreans.
Strike. Our malware has
And at the same time, we're going to launch a massive cyber attack against North Korea.
duly noted.
Hopefully this will turn the tide.
We rocked it.
Alright, let's check the casualty list of what's going on in the war. 158,000 to 39,000. Alright. Wait, what's going on? Balance of fighting is definitely in North Korea's favor. However, the balance of power is way in our favor. God, if I had the ability to use a nuclear weapon right now, I would nuke the living crap out of them. No, I'm not going to watch the James Webb. Let's launch attacks against their military units. I'm going to launch attacks against their missile launchers because they are the biggest threat. It's like our missile launchers are stuck in the air.
Their security system protected certain vital infrastructures, but we have succeeded in reaching their central power grids, which are now stopped. Besides the heavy impact on the population, this is going to be very costly, economically speaking.
Good. We're still not hearing anything from the United Nations. Whoa, dude, we got a huge amount of people that we need to kill. How many is that? That's 100,000 troops. And they're still disabled because of the, Oh my god, K-Song has just been wiped out. Alright, we're gonna keep an eye on that. $70,000. Aircraft carrier delivered. Oh, that's hilarious. It's amazing. A little Jewel has already returned to its harbor. Admiral Barlis is at your command. Braless? I'm so confused. Why would you name it Admiral Braless? Cost of the war against North Korea rises to $32 million with a monthly cost of $58 million. Proposal. Proceed with your request for military intervention against North Korea while proposing Resolution 2397. This resolution will be subject to a vote at the next session. I wanted to point out that you still have the possibility of meeting with foreign heads of state and government, like current members of the Security Council. Inadmissible, your warships are currently cruising our... Hang on. I don't understand. Afghanistan, no. Ford-class aircraft carrier? Well, I did order one a while back.
Our infiltrated agents had the
No, I'm not really concentrating on wanting to get rid of Iran right now. Okay, so we are now inflicting massive casualties against North Korea. We just killed over 100,000 of their troops. Alright, we just wiped out a massive contingency. South Korean forces are moving in. Alright, we just sank. Alright, we're going to concentrate on bombing their highway. We're going to bomb several parts of that highway. Oh, come on. America's not imperialistic. Not anymore, at least. Wow, military cyber attack is really taking its toll on the North Koreans. Let's go ahead and see when the pending resolution is. Date 5/10/2019. Hopefully the Chinese and the Russians come up with their minds. Let's see the casualties. 162,000 to 42,000. So several thousand American troops have already been killed in the fighting. Oh no! No! No, American troops are under attack. Oh, shit. Come on. Stop killing our troops. How many people is that? 50,000 troops. I need to get rid of the missiles. I'm going to put you in the southernmost part of the region. Okay, so you are attacking our troops. I need to take you out. So it's missile launchers coming from this area. I'm gonna fire on you. No, I'm going to refuse that meeting. Yes, it is a political simulator. Look at that, they're hauling ass on a highway. Ooh, it hit the highway. Oh, seriously, they're making, like, these big treks into our southernmost... in the South Korea's southernmost regions, just so they can hit us. Okay, they have missile launchers in this area right here. Okay, so I need to bombard them. Make them stop hitting me. Okay, so the South Koreans just took care of them. I need to keep watch. We're going to continue bombarding. God, why did Eversim give them... I'm going to go pro, obviously. I'll give you $1 to suit the stream and stop playing. Hell yeah. Give me that dollar, boy. Alright, it did look like... Oh, badass. United Kingdom has joined the war. France has joined the war. Oh crap, we just... No! Oh my god, really? Really, 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 really? I'm going to kill myself. Oh my god. I think there was a possible conflict that just started between me and South Korea, as you can see. something happened and my forces are apparently at war with South Korea now. Let's see what the casualties are. Wait, hang on. United Kingdom, North Korea. Let's see the conflicts that I am in. US, South Korea. Okay, so wait. South Korea's the one that hit us. I didn't hit them. South Korea actually launched a friendly attack against me. Oh my god. Okay, so you are going to withdraw. These are all South Korean. Battle of Unsan. Well, you guys can either die or you guys can withdraw. Okay, so you guys are hauling ass. I'm going to create an immediate ceasefire with South Korea. Ugh.
The thing
Electoral has won the election anyway. Hang on, I actually want to check this. So, I actually launched a cyber attack. Ooh, that's cool. Against Macedonia, we actually hurt the SDU. Let's go ahead and check on South. Ooh, wow, they actually won by a bigger margin. Actually, no. 2014. So, let's... Okay, so South Korea doesn't want to find peace. That's kind of weird. God, there's like a bunch of conflicts going on at the same time. United States, South Korea conflict. United States, Indonesia conflict. A continuing latent conflict between Indonesia and the United States. God, this whole world is going to hell. I do have a save, so I could probably just revert back to that save. Because this is all just going to hell. Ansan is completely being destroyed. Peace treaty being offered by Indonesia to the United States. I'm going to go ahead and accept that. The peace treaty between me and... No, I'm not going to invade South Korea. I mean, they've already been a puppet state for me for like years. Propose a peace treaty for the country. That'd be paid by the United States, South Korea. I'm going to pay them $5 million. Try to see if we can end this conflict. Go to hell. Meeting request. I'm surprised that my approval... Well, actually, I mean, it was because they're the ones that actually initiated the conflict first. UN. Pending resolutions. There was no vote. Oh man, this entire game is just going to hell. Oh my god, seriously.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nope.
Our network.
Alright, I'm just gonna watch and see what happens. Oh no. Oh, it's James Wett's telescope. The mission was completed last evening, giving rise to a festive amount of yeah. Man, that was gay. Just a reminder. Wait. Could be forced to leave after DHS ended their temporary protected status. Wow. Cool. Cool. Reverted to save, so don't really have to, Oh boy. We're gonna be keeping a close eye on the situation in Korea. Just a reminder, guys. If you guys really want to support me, go to my Patreon and go for the rewards there. I'm actually having some exclusive content for my Patreon. I'm going to create once I get 5 patrons. I am actually going to create a. I'm actually going to create a what do you call it? A exclusive Snapchat feed. So I'm gonna make an exclusive Snapchat feed, and I'm also gonna make a Discord feed that you guys can actually come in and talk to me and stuff like that. And that's going to be for everyone to actually be involved in. But once I get 5 patrons, that's whenever I'm actually going to do it. So I'm going to be doing that. Other than that, there's always super chatting and stuff like that. Other than that, really honestly, I'm really trying to figure out what kind of exclusive content that I can actually have. Um, it's not hard, but it's just wondering honestly what you guys think I should do for exclusive content. Confederacy when? Confederacy now. So yeah, I mean, on an earlier note, like, yeah, just everyone, just please, if you can, go and support me on Patreon, um, or just one-time super chat. That's fine. Other than that, I'm probably gonna deport you guys. Let's go over here. 74% approval rating. I'm probably gonna lose all that if I do another deportation order. Let's go and hire 100,000 police. Really? Electoral cyber attack. And the party has lost the election. We influence the party by 50%, give or take 5%. Hi, 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 hi. Alright, let's deploy these guys. Come on. Siege for the White House. Get your asses out of here. Really? Demonstrator killed. Oh no. This is like White House Special Forces like coming out.
We have subdued the...
Hell yeah. All for police intervention, yes. The theory that E1 equals E2 and E2 equals E3, then E3 would be a possible. Alright. So, wonder, how much aid am I giving to Saudi Arabia? Okay, I'm not giving them any aid, good. I cut aid. I'm gonna cut aid to Libya. So, police charge, suppression of economic aid, yeah. Let's go to justice, and let's go to prisoners. No political prisoners. Subject to a license system. Every time he suggests reporting an organization is mumbling game theory real badly. Who? Wait, who does that? Oh, man. So by this time, we would have already been at war with North Korea. So it looks like North Korea is not going to be doing anything as of yet. Hmm. Transportation. I'm going to give more funding to rail and road transport. $30 billion. Good. And let's go to finance, and let's see what our growth rate is looking like. Dumped back down to 3%. Good. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull something up. From last night, we were actually covering, me and Backstar were actually covering the, British local elections that were happening. So I have an update now. Labour got away with 2,300 councillors. Conservatives got away with 1,300 councillors. Liberal Democrats got away with 536 councillors. The Green Party got away with 39. UKIP got away with 3. However, UKIP got completely and utterly destroyed. The Labour Party actually seemed to have made gains in London. London actually seems to have... South London was actually full of... South London was actually full of conservatives, and yeah, it was actually pretty weird. But most of the results seem to have been coming in, and finally, we can finally project that the Labour Party is actually the winner in this local election. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and watch the James Webb Telescope.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
City Khan a part of the Labour, or who's the mayor part of? I think Mayor Khan is actually a part of the Labour Party. I will actually do a quick research right here. Yes, he is Labour. Alright, successful launch of the James Webb Telescope. Currency, almost 1.7%. Aircraft carrier delivered. Conclusive. Has already returned to its harbor. Admiral Foxton Wright is at your command and waits further instructions, Mr. President. Alright, so that's actually pretty cool how it actually kind of names them. I wish it would kind of give more realistic names, though. I am going to order another one. And we are going to order a couple more frigates and cruisers. There's no use really negotiating with them. Yeah, USS Donald Trump. We're going to go ahead and launch a sabotage attack against Iran.
Your politics.
What? Really? This guy's trying to break international relations. Got 10,000 troops that are literally moving around trying to get us to go to war with Bulgaria. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. $3.6 billion and $6.5 billion for an aircraft carrier. Agreement signed. We're going to get that by 2020. No, I have actually been trying to see if they would actually allow for me to spread news that they actually have, since I am actually, and I'm not saying that I am, but I do produce most of the Power and Revolution content, aside from, First Centurion and stuff like that. I have actually been trying to see if they want to allow for me to do something like that. I have not gotten any word back. I did contact their press email, but I might end up contacting the guy who runs the company himself. Since I am familiar with him and me and him have actually spoken before. We're gonna move in before they take out our guys. No, 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 no. They're moving in on the White House. God, thank God.
We have subdued.
Ron sabotage successful. But no, as of now, there is no new there is no update on Power and Revolution. Panama, no. James Webb, everything is going good.
I'll give you a quick update.
Party has won the election anyway. Honestly, I want to see a couple new updates. I want to see the name of Swaziland being changed. I want to see the addition of several new cabinet members for President Trump's cabinet, as Rex Tillerson is not the Secretary of State anymore. I believe there are a couple new people in the cabinet of the United States. Rex Tillerson, Tex Hopkinson, is not a part of the cabinet anymore. That is now Mike Pompeo. He was the director of the CIA, and now he is the Secretary of State. He has been confirmed by the United States Senate. Other additions, again, I do want to see the name of Swaziland being changed. I want to possibly see. There were a couple ideas that I actually had. I actually posted on my Twitter. Hang on, I posted something on my Twitter about an addition to the game that would actually be really cool. Let me go read it. So. I can't really find it. Can't find my tweet. I'm making too many tweets. To be honest, as for feature wise, I mean, they're probably not going to put anything on. Oh, here it is. I found it. Basically, I think it would be really cool if you were to be able to name highways, high-speed trainways, stuff like that, instead of it being named, train 2831. I think it would be really cool if we were able to actually name that. So, like, this one is the Fort Worth, Denver line, and they even name it whenever you first initiate the project. They call it like the Fort Worth Denver Highway, or Dallas to Chicago, thing. Well, like, I think it would be really cool if they were to actually name it. So that's a feature that I think would be really cool by Eversim. As for chemical attacks, they do actually have chemical attacks in the game. Chemical attacks, I have suffered chemical attacks by terrorist groups. They are only initiated by terrorist groups. So yeah, I mean, you can use chemical weapons in this game. It's just that you're gonna get your ass thrown out. So, wow, I am paying $1 trillion on Social Security. 4.1, my expenditures are really starting to go up, and it's not because I'm even spending money. 9.4% on my debt reimbursement. Health, I'm spending $838 billion on health. Defense, I'm spending $772 billion. In debt reimbursement, I'm spending $387 billion on. God. Debt reimbursement, $387 billion? Really? Once I actually really start paying off my debt, it's really... I mean, look at that. 10% to 9.4%. Like, it's pretty good, honestly. Research has gone up by a lot. Nearly a full percent. Transport is going up. Agriculture is going up by a little bit. Treasury, we're spending a little bit more on that. Employment, we're actually spending $5 billion less. Education, I am spending $10 billion, at least $15 billion more on. Homeland Security, funding for Homeland Security has actually gone down by $8 billion. Foreign affairs, we actually did do a little bit of cutting in that. Housing, we're spending about $20 billion more on. Secret Services, we're spending $10 billion more on. Energy, $4 billion. Justice, we are spending at least more. We're actually spending $200 million more on. Industry, about $1 billion. Economy, not that much of a difference, about $200 million. Environment, about $1 billion more. Unemployment insurance, we are now spending a couple $100 million more. Tourism, not that much of a difference. Justice 0.8. Yeah, it's all on my pie chart right here. So, 45%. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of more money into infrastructure. I'm going to build another train. I'm going to build a train from Minneapolis to Des Moines. Considered a waste of public funds, of course. Well, that is well, they're not. Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport, of course. It's a highway that leads right in. Also, another feature that I really wish we had is a way to cancel projects like these. Oh, speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and build a train from Boston to Ottawa. I'm going to pay for 95% of that. Send. Hopefully they accept it. Usually these are really accepted because people actually like the project refused. Because it stops in one or several countries deemed it unsuitable. Okay, thanks you. Soon enough, I actually might get another Canada or United States series going. It would actually be really interesting to do the United States. I'm gonna go ahead and refuse that meeting. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. So, guys, I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it for today. I possibly might live stream later today. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for this one. Guys, if you like my channel, please support me on Patreon. I'm really wanting to get more patrons on board for me. Once I get 5 patrons, again, I'm going to be doing some more exclusive content just for my patrons. And as well, I'm going to be doing a face reveal once I get those 5 patrons, both on my Snapchat, and I'm also going to do a live stream in which you guys are going to actually see my face. Guys, so please go support me on Patreon. If you need the link, it is in the description of this live stream. Super chats are always appreciated as well. But I'm going to go ahead and save this for one, so I can continue this in an actual another live stream. I can bomb Cyprus. So, let's actually check our numbers. Oh crap! I always get this. Come on. Okay, China. So we have a near. Wait, our GDP looks different. Okay, it's been supposed to be going up. That is weird. You need to. I want to figure out a way to actually stop the Chinese from actually doing it, unless I need to just invade them. That tongue. Alright, so yeah, guys, go ahead and, go support me on Patreon. The link is in the description below. Super chats are, again, always appreciated, and other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Join me Tuesday. Yes, I am very sick today. Join me Tuesday, guys, join me Tuesday, this Tuesday, May, what is it, May 8th. This Tuesday on May 8th, me and a friend of mine, Backstar, are going to be doing a live report of the North Carolina primary. Such as last night, we actually covered the British local elections that happened. So this is going to be a regular thing that me and him are actually going to do exclusively. So please come and support me and him during our reporting, and we are going to bring you the results live. With both of us are on opposite ends of the political spectrum. He's more of a liberal leaning Democrat, and I'm more of a right leaning Republican. So you actually are getting both sides of the story, and you're not getting this, well, Donald Trump is like doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. Backstar is pretty unbiased whenever he's talking to people like y'all. Whenever he's actually giving you guys the news and stuff like that, he was pretty good at it. Me and him were actually pretty good at it last night. And he is a very interesting person. And I want you guys to come and support me and Backstar this Tuesday whenever we bring you guys the results for the North Carolina primary. Other than that, guys, please go to hell. Was this a space program? Yeah, it was. Change the lab. Alright, guys, but anyway, go support me on Patreon, and subscribe to me if you are new. and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Take care, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.